Hello internet, my name is Lave and I watched Ingrid Goes West, which is directed by Matt Spicer and stars Aubrey Plaza as a troubled young woman and social media addict who moves to California to stalk and worm her way into the life of an Instagram star called Taylor Sloan, played by Elizabeth Olsen. So I really like Aubrey Plaza. I like her in most things that I've seen. I'm going to say something really sacrilegious here, but I've never seen Parks and Recreation. But the films that I have seen are in like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and more recently Marvel's Legion. You can see in those performances that she plays unhinged very well, and it is more of the same here, but she's very, very good at it. However, I will say in this, she's not a character that you ever root for, or at least I didn't. You feel sorry for her, yeah. She's very obsessive and her motivations are explained. It boils down to the fact that she's very lonely and she wants friendship and acceptance. But the way she goes about it, geez, it really reminds me of Talented Mr. Ripley. It's not exactly the same, but it's got shades of that. Just imagine Tom Ripley but with an iPhone. And really that's what this film is all about. It's an examination of the darker side of social media with some black humour thrown in there. And maybe not as much as I was hoping for, but there were a few moments where I chuckled. It was more like nervous chucklings, like, am I really okay laughing about this? And that's what I really like about this film. It's not just about Ingrid's obsessive compulsive personality. It does ask some interesting questions about the other characters in this film. Ingrid has a very interesting conversation with Taylor Sloan's husband in this, who reveals that all is not so well in this seemingly happy, perfect, everything's the best life, hashtag yeah. But the most interesting thing about this film is the fact that Ingrid is so focused on this one person that she's oblivious to the fact that she may have found what she was seeking the whole time. It's right under her nose. Performance-wise, all of the cast do a really good job. There's one character in particular who I absolutely despised. You're meant to, so the film absolutely does its job. This character makes interesting opposition to Ingrid, but I can't go into more details because of spoilers. But undoubtedly the best character in the film is played by Oshea Jackson, who's playing her landlord. He's really, really terrific. Like every character in this film, he's got his personality flaws, but he's easily the most personable character. He's got this obsession with all things Batman, which does lead to some obvious but pretty funny jokes. He's such a good character and his performance is really, really good. On the production side of things, I haven't really got any gripes there either. It's a really good looking film. I do wish they had more flourishes of the Instagram sequences like you're seeing on your screen at the moment. It does happen on a couple of occasions, but I just wish there was more of these sequences to emphasize Ingrid's intensity and obsession with her app. Structurally and narratively, this film is very solid. I do think that in the second act it was starting to sag a little bit and maybe get a bit repetitive, but it absolutely brings it back for the third act. And that's what I love most about this film, is that it has the balls to see its premise all the way through to the end with an inevitable and dark but somewhat ironic ending. I enjoyed it. So that's my thoughts on Ingrid Goes West, and pause the video if you want to take a closer look at my enjoyment tracker now. There was a lot of hype surrounding this film, so I was really looking forward to seeing this one, and it does deliver on its plot premise. I will say that the trailers do give away a lot of the jokes and some of the punchlines, but I still enjoyed it. It hasn't got a wide release over here in the UK. It's not playing at any of my local cinemas. I really had to search to find it, but if you do find it, I think it's worth a watch. I have a feeling it's going to be a film that gets more popular once it hits something like Netflix, when people watch it without really knowing what it's going to be, and then like, wow, that was a dark hour and a half. And the irony isn't lost on me that this is a film about social media and creating content, but then I do think that creating YouTube videos is different to something like Twitter or Instagram, where you share every detail about your life. I think YouTube is different, but you should still like me and follow me, yeah? So thanks very much for watching my review of Ingrid Goes West. I really do appreciate it. If you can, give this video a like, and don't forget to share the lay. Subscribe, yeah? Subscribe! Subscribe!